Selling a house can be, well, a really long, drawn-out process. But what if you're a homeowner right here in Austin, Texas, and you just don't have that kind of time? Today, we're going to break down a much faster, more direct way to sell your property when you really need a quick and simple solution. You know, selling a home is often one of the most stressful things we do in life, right? You've got the listings, the endless showings, all the back and forth, and so much waiting. And that pressure just goes through the roof when you don't just want to sell, but you absolutely need to sell, and you need to do it fast. If that feeling sounds familiar at all, believe me, you are not alone. So many homeowners find themselves in a situation where that traditional months-long selling process just doesn't work for them. So with that in mind, let's break down a simpler, much faster alternative. Okay, first things first, let's talk about the why. What kind of situations lead Austin homeowners to need a quick sale in the first place? Because, it's rarely by choice. It's almost always driven by big life events. Life happens, and people find themselves in all kinds of challenging spots. We're talking about serious stuff, like the threat of foreclosure, or maybe inheriting a property that you just can't keep up with. Or maybe the house needs huge repairs that you simply can't afford. Other times, it's a sudden job relocation, a divorce, or just being completely worn out from dealing with problem tenants. All of these are really valid reasons for needing a clean, fast way out. So, with those tough scenarios in mind, what's the direct solution? Well, this is where a different approach comes into play. It's called the cash home buyer option. So, what in the world is a cash home buyer? Honestly, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a company that can buy your house directly from you with cash. And the most important part, this whole process lets you skip listing with a real estate agent and avoids the open market entirely. And that's really the whole idea behind it. The entire model is built to get rid of the usual headaches and the what-ifs of a traditional sale. It's all about making a simple, stress-free path for homeowners who really, really need it. Okay, so that's the big idea, but how does it actually work? Well, the process is designed to be super clear and simple, and it usually follows a pretty straightforward four-step path. It really just boils down to this. First, you reach out and give them some basic info about your house. Second, their team takes a look at the details. Third, you get a fair, no-obligation cash offer. And finally, and this is the best part, if you like the offer, you get to pick the closing date. It's all about putting you in control. Now, because the process is so streamlined, you get some pretty major benefits. Let's dig into the big three here. We're talking about speed, simplicity, and yes, even savings. All right, let's start with speed, because the difference here is it's pretty dramatic. A traditional sale, from the day you list to the day you finally close, can easily take 2-3 months or even longer. But a cash sale? We're talking about a tiny fraction of that time. In a lot of cases, you could close in just 7 to 14 days. Yeah, think about that for a second. For someone who's facing foreclosure or has to move for a job next month, that kind of speed isn't just a nice to have, it can be an absolute lifeline. Okay, let's just put these two options head to head for a second. When you sell with an agent, you're usually paying around 6% in commissions. With a cash buyer, 0, none. You often have to make repairs to get your house ready for the market, but here you sell completely as is. And get this, traditional sales can fall through because of financing or appraisal issues. With a cash sale, those risks are just gone. And I really want to focus on that as-is part because this is a huge deal. It means you don't have to pour another dime into the property. No new roof, no fancy kitchen updates, not even fixing a leaky faucet. You get to sell the house exactly as it is today, which can save you thousands of dollars and a ton of headaches. So after looking at the process and the benefits, we get to the ultimate question, right? Is this the right choice for your situation? Let's talk about how you can make an informed decision. This is really what you got to ask yourself. What's your number one priority right now? Is it speed? Is it certainty? Is it just avoiding all the stress and hassle? You have to weigh what matters most to you in this moment. And this really gets to the core of it. Look, a cash offer is probably not going to be the absolute highest price you could possibly get on the open market if you're willing to wait and take your chances. What you're doing here is trading that potential top dollar for a sure thing, a guaranteed, fast and simple sale. It's a choice that puts convenience and certainty first. So if any of this is resonating with you, if it sounds like it might be the solution you've been looking for, the next logical step is just to get more info. You can get a cash offer with 0 obligation.
It doesn't cost anything, and it gives you a real, concrete number to consider.
To check out that option, you can just head over to the website you see on your screen. It's a direct way to find out if this path could be the right one for your Austin home. Thanks for tuning in.